Hello everybody, welcome to the first video of this course. Heck yeah! Confetti! Fireworks! Whatever that I can edit in that doesn't take me forever. Yeah! Alright, so today we're going to be learning something called gestural drawing. And if you guys know what gestural drawing is, kudos to you, great job, you get an A+ for the day, you don't have to watch this video. But if you don't know what gestural drawing is, let me highlight at you for a moment. Gestural drawing, by wiki definition, is a gestural drawing is a gestural drawing is laying in an action, form, and pose of a model / figure. Typical situations involving an artist drawing a series of poses taken by a model in a short amount of time, often as little as 10 seconds or as long as 5 minutes. Now you're probably thinking, 10 seconds? I can't do that! Well, I'm here to try to help you and be able to get not 10 seconds, but at least a lot less than 4 or 5 hours that it takes some people to do their base sketches. So what I'm going to be showing you guys is little exercises to help you out, and also we're going to be running through some exercises so that we can learn together how to do gestural drawing. But, question. Why is gestural drawing important? Now, I got a couple points here. I took notes. Gestural drawing is important in laying out the ideas quickly and efficiently. Back in the day before we had cameras and also cell phones and Google, a lot of artists had to find real-life models and stills of life, basically, or capture the moment really quickly so that they can take it home and paint it. So if you're sitting there and somebody's busting out a fight in a bar and you're like, dude, I gotta get this. I gotta draw this. You're not gonna take like 30 minutes just to sketch it out and be like, hey, can you punch that guy's face one more time? There we go. Yep. Oh, give me 1 second. I gotta erase this. And there we go. You're not gonna be doing that. Whenever it comes to back then, they would sketch it out very, very fast, very loose and rough. They wouldn't even use their erasers, take it back home, and then fill in the details. So that's number one. Number two is explain how the looseness is important. Looseness is very crucially important. And if you don't use your eraser, it makes it so much faster. Because what a gestural drawing is nothing perfect. It's not perfect. It's not a finished piece. What a gestural drawing is laying out the skeleton, the form, or whatever you want to call it of the drawing that you're doing. It's not supposed to be something that's going to be fine detailed. Because if it is, it's gonna take you a while, like a long while, for a sketch, not even the ink. And now, the biggest crucial point that I gotta say is, please, details are not super important in a gestural drawing. What you're trying to do is just get the form, the basic shapes. I'm not saying, oh, this is exactly where the nose is. His nose does this and this and this and this. No. Goodness, no. It takes too long. Trust me. I know. I definitely know. So without further ado, let's go in and start learning how to gestural draw. Or basically do some, what are they called? What are they called? What are they called? I forgot what it was called. I really forgot what it was called. Examples? I guess. Examples? Let's just do that. I mean, maybe that'll make it easier. I don't know. I just don't understand what's going on. Alright, so what I did was I have these little tykes right here. These little body coon and body chons. Bought them a while back. Bought them for way more than they're worth. Trust me. And actually, personally, I don't use them as much as I used to. But I took some, and I took pictures of them, because whenever it comes to gestural drawing, I understand we're not going to have a ton of time to do the gestural drawing, but at least we have a good reference that's going to stay there instead of keep on moving, and you're sitting there just like, will you please stay still? Would you please stay still? So, what we're going to do is first check out this little reference picture. I do have a couple different pictures that we took, and some are a little bit more advanced than others. But I'm going to start off with the easiest one right now. Which I say easy, but also in the same breath, this is just going to be a gestural drawing. I'm not going to be hard set focused on proportions. Not proportions. I am going to be focused on proportions. Perspective. I'm not going to be heavily looking into perspective at this moment in time. If I was, I would be drawing the lines, all that fun jazz. I'll explain that in a later video on how to work with perspective and also all the other fun stuff. So right now, what we're going to be doing is getting our basic shape down. I personally always use a red pencil whenever I'm doing all my sketches. That is just a little tick that I have. But you don't have to use red. Whenever you're inking, it helps. But because instead of having gray, you have a light red whenever you turn on the opacity and all that fun jazz. It's a little bit easier, but if you like using black or blue or polka dot, you can. It's up to you. So, what I am going to focus on is the basic shapes of the body. So there's a circle right here. This right here is going to be a rectangle. It's not a square because squares are equal on each. I know somebody's going to say it in the comments below. It's like, oh my goodness, that is not a square. It's actually a rectangle because the top line and the bottom line are shorter than the ones on the side. And I'm just sitting here like, really? I'll just call it a rectangle before I get people yelling at me. And also we got another rectangle right there. We got the hips, which are gonna be like that. And tubes for the legs and all that fun jazz. So what I'm looking at is breaking all this down into its basic shapes. That is a crucial element whenever you're going through and basically, basically starting off your sketch. You're working with basic shapes. You're not going in and going, oh, let's go for the head, and I had to do this just perfect, and there we go, and oh, I gotta make sure that the eyes are right here, and here's a smiley face. No, don't do that. Don't do that. And don't start just straight from the head and finish that, and then go to the next, and go finish that, and then keep on working down. Draw the whole body before anything else, like a skeleton of the whole body before anything else. All right, so now that I was telling you what I'm looking at whenever it comes to this model and seeing how I'm breaking it apart into simple shapes, now let's get into the actual drawing portion of it. And let's see where I'm at. Okay, let's just commandeer this little corner right here. So I'm going to start off with a circle. Now I'm looking at the line of action through its body, which is right here. So I'm going to mimic that real quick. And the shoulders right here, they're actually going crooked like this. So I'm going to do that real fast. And also the hips right here, I'm going to try to mimic that here. And I'm just going very loosely just to get an idea. With the shoulders, I'm making just big circles. Because even on Body Coon? Yeah, it's Body Coon. His shoulders are legit just circles. That's all they really are. So if you think of the shoulder as a circle, it makes it very, very beneficial whenever you're drawing. So you just do that, bada bing, bada boom. And also, if you can see over here, these are circles as well. So all I'm going to do is bada bing, bada boom. Easy. Now, I'm going to just draw the skeleton legs, which his is bent a little bit. And bada bing, bada boom. These are the arms. Now, that was really fast, okay? That was really fast. And what that was just getting the skeleton. That's all I'm focusing in on right this moment, is getting the skeleton. After I get the skeleton done, then I can go into getting more meat on its bones. So the square that I did, I can now go in and kind of mimic what his ribcage is doing up here. Because this right here, this part right here, is his ribcage. Okay? These are his pectorals. Now, it looked like I drew boobs on him. I did not. They're pectorals. Thank you very much. And from there, because you can see on Body Chan. I keep on forgetting who's Body-kun and Body-chan. No, this is Body-kun because Kun's a boy, Chan's a girl, so Body-kun. Got it. So, because it's going up, I'm barely doing a little lip up right there. Then I'm going down a little bit. So that's his stomach area. And also, I want to teach you guys a little trick. A little trick. It was going on around on like Pinterest / Reddit / iFunny at one time. It's a really smart trick whenever it comes to art. So this person drew a circle here and a circle here, one for the hand and one for the shoulder. They drew a line in between, drew a line right in the middle of that line, and then from there they'd come out and draw another line over here to connect, and that's where your elbow is going to be. It's a freaking amazing trick, and I have used it so many times. It's actually kind of sad on how many times I've used it. And all I'm doing is roughing out the shapes. And as you can see, I'm not really using my eraser that much. All these messy lines, people will look at it and be like, oh my gosh, that looks so weird. And yeah, it will look weird. But basically, what I'm doing is seeing all my flow and going through it all. This is my whole entire workflow of seeing what I'm doing. I'm not erasing because erasing will take too much time. And there we go. That shoulder actually should be pulled in a little bit more. Now, that's the cool part about doing gestural drawing. After a while of drawing, you can see little places like, okay, this needs to be pulled in a little bit more. This needs to be moved this way. And that's the best part about sketching, is that you could change it. And also, you can't really tell because that is me pushing hard. This is how soft I'm drawing. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my pencil. Why? Because if I am doing traditional, all you traditional artists out there, if I was doing traditional, and I'm sketching with hard, dark lines, if I try to erase them, they don't go away easy. You have like ghost lines all over your paper and it makes your piece look like trash. So what I'm doing is that I'm doing light sketches, so that makes it easier to build up on the colors. Like, say, because I'm doing stuff digitally, I can mess around with everything else. Then why I do it digitally with light strokes is because I can build up lines so that, oh, this is my final line that I want over here. It's like a little indicator, because all these other other light lines don't matter. Okay? It's so hard to teach like this because I have no feedback from anyone. Nobody's talking. And as you can see, I'm just roughing it in as quick as possible. And I accidentally gave him more of a hip, kind of like Shakira. Oh, man, when you walk like that, I just got demonetized. Oh, gosh. All right. So, now I did that really fast. What I'm doing is just breaking each body part down to those shapes. And now I'm just doing straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. And feeding in all these quick lines. All right. Now, there's the groin. I'm drawing his groin. Nobody cares. All right. And now, I'm going to go for the thigh. And also, here's another thing that I do with my legs, which is a really weird way to do legs. Don't know where I got it from, but it's something I've done for a while. Is that I'll just do quick circles like I'm doing a normal head, but I just elongate it, making it an oval or whatever it's called. And ellipses or whatever scientific term it is, I don't give a dang. I'm just here to draw, man. And all I do is just make it elongated so that with each one, it's kind of like figuring out exactly how long I want it. So as you can see, there's a mark here, there's a mark here, there's a mark here. And right around here is where I'm going to actually have where the knee comes in. And then I just go like this and do the same thing for the lower leg. And bada bing, bada boom. And then I can go in and do quick lines to shape out what I'm really doing. I know, this is really boring. Play some light music in the background. Like, I don't know, Insane Clown Posse or something like that. Something light, something that will relax you. Insane Clown Posse relaxing somebody. I can just imagine somebody sitting there. It's like, man, I really need to go to my happy place. My happy place. Something, I need to relax. Think about unicorns. And then put on something Clown Posse. Perfect. Alright. So that is a quick, rough sketch. Like, really rough. And because I had to take time to stop and explain what I was doing on it, it probably took longer than like 5 minutes or whatever they say. But it's slowly showing you guys what we're doing here. And also you can do different guidelines so that you can remember, oh, the body is kind of roundish. So we have to think about it in 3D space and all that fun stuff. And basically from here, if I was doing an actual drawing, I would lower the opacity of this layer, pop up another layer, and actually go in with more fine details and just follow my guidelines. It's not tracing per se if I drew it before. There are a lot of tricks that you can do whenever it comes to the computer. And heck, even with gestural drawing on, say, on pencil and paper, you can still cheat and get a light table or anything like that and trace over your gestural drawing to make it so that it looks better or actually use it. And this right here, this gestural drawing thing right now that I'm doing is just more along the lines of a practice. This is all practice. All right, and let's do that. So that was the first gestural drawing that I walked you guys through, okay? And basically, what I do is, at the very beginning, I will break it down, show you exactly what my thought process is through the whole entire thing. The next one I'm going to do, I'm just going to go full out, and I might interject certain places or anything like that and say, hey, this is what I'm doing here, or this is what I'm doing here. But what I want you guys to do is watch. Because this one was just explaining. The next one is going to be what I normally do. Alright? This one's going to be a little bit more difficult. Alright? Are you guys ready? Let's go. Oh my... No! Close the opaque couldn't handle my speed. I'm like Sonic the Hedgehog up in here. There we go. Alright. Okay, there we go. Beef that up a little bit. And I have not erased a single line yet. And I know that foot looks like absolute garbo. And I'm not too worried about it. That hand's going to be bigger because it's coming into the foreground. And this hand's going to be smaller because it's going into the background. Oh, that one tasted terrible. Alright. So that right there, I actually make the photo a little bigger, is normally how fast one of my gestural drawings go. And now I'm just adding in a little bit more details to lay out, hey, this is where this is going to go, this is where this is going to go. But that right there is basically how fast my gestural drawings go. In a nutshell. Without having to sit down and explain every little crucial thing. But the other way that I was showing you guys, I'm actually going to erase. That's the first time I use my eraser. It's going to be down like that. What I was teaching you guys is doing basic shapes. And if you could rewind that and watch it again, I was doing basic shapes of ovals, circles, And then I just started going into all that other fun stuff. So that right there is how I would do a quick gestural drawing. And yeah, there's little edits that I would love to do, but that right there would be taken care of in the next stage, which is not gestural drawing, it's whenever you actually go into your full-fledged sketch. Alright? So there's two differences. Gestural drawing and sketching. They're very similar. They're very similar. But gestural drawing is get the idea down as quick as possible. Sketching is, alright, I want to know all my details and everything like that, or a better idea of my details and representation of the object. Because this right here, it's like, it could be a guy, it could be a girl, it could be an orc, it could be a, I don't even know. It could be a griffin with no back butt, like back leg butt thingy. Just a two-legged griffin. Better watch out. He's coming to town. Alright, so that is how I would do that. Now, we're going to do another one, because this time it's females. Yay, everybody loves females. Woo! Woo! Everybody loves drawing it for some odd reason. Because it's like, oh, it's one of those bodies everybody likes to draw. All right. So, gestural drawing whenever it comes to the female body, or the female anatomy. Now, you got to remember that male and female anatomy can cross a lot. You can have a lot of males that have feminine qualities about them, and also you have women that can have masculine qualities about them. So normally a lot of people would say, oh, you know it's a girl because her head's big, she has a slender waist, more along the lines of an hourglass figure, and she has wide birthing hips. And that is what makes a girl. I have seen guys with wide hips before. I have seen girls with very narrow hips before. It's not something that you can just say everyone has it. Because you start falling into something that's kind of like making everybody a Barbie doll. You don't do that. Don't do that. So whenever it comes to doing gestural drawings, you want to experiment with other different body shapes. Go online, find different pictures of different body shapes, and go at it. That's one thing that I would always suggest, is get a repertoire of different body shapes, different body proportions, everything like that. It helps tremendously whenever it comes to designing or drawing different characters. All right, so let's take on this female body shape. And also, gestural drawing does not have to only be the human form. Gestural drawing can be used on still lifes. It can be done on landscapes. It can be done on just certain body parts, like say hands, say heads, say feet, or legs, or butts, if you really want to do butts. But gestural drawing is for all those things. It's just a quick study, a quick get it down on paper. That's what it is. And the faster you are at it, the better you can get whenever it comes to being an artist. And it also helps you with proportions. It also helps you with tons of different things. So gestural drawing is a great thing to learn. I'm surprised not as many people are teaching it that much. Or not many people have heard about it. Alright, so let's go with this girl real quick. And as you can tell, I always start with the head. And then I draw the line of action. It looks like a lollipop. Then I do the shoulders, which are just ellipses. Really quick ellipses. And then I can go into doing the leg, doing the other leg. This is just like a really simplistic stick figure. There we go, there we go, there we go. And actually, I think it would actually be right here. There we go. And actually, her arms are going way out there. Jeez. And also with gestural drawing, you can have fun with it. You don't have to do the exact pose. You can even use that pose as reference and then add on to it. That's what I do whenever it comes to, if I find an awesome pose online or anything like that, I'll start gestural drawing that pose, and then I'll add on and be like, hey, I want to have her do the peace sign or whatever. Woo, look at my peace sign. It looks like a piece of crap. Oh, Corey got owned. All right. And then there we go. And it's just going as quick as possible. You're going to make mistakes. That's just it. You're going to make mistakes. And the thing is, don't get bummed out if you make mistakes. Learn from it and keep on going. This is not a finished piece. I'm not going to try to go put this in a museum. Who's going to put that in a museum? Say, this is unfinished, number 4. I want $4 billion for it. No, you're not going to be doing that. I'm sorry, this is not abstract art. Don't worry, I actually really do enjoy abstract art. I hate Mark Rothko, though. Hate him with a burning passion. And I've seen his work in person many a times. Great, phenomenal artist. Hate how much his art goes for. But, oh well. I'm getting off topic, offhand, if you will. And it's just quick lines. I'm literally not even caring that I'm getting exact proportions or anything like that, because I know that I'm going to be changing them in the next sketch or the sketch time that I'm working. This is just getting like a rough estimate of where everything's going to be. What am I going to be doing with this? And bada bing, bada boom, and then we got to draw the boobies, which are just 2 little circles. Maybe later on I'll actually teach how to draw boobs or draw females and everything like that. Who knows? Who knows? There we are. That is rough. That is, ugh, yuck. Yuckity yuck yuck. Oh well, it's a gestural drawing. So I'm not going to be too concerned, because you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Because now that I got that gestural drawing done, I can go back in and clean it up. And also it helps because now I have guidelines of where I need to have certain things. And with those certain guidelines, there we are. With those certain guidelines, it really tremendously helps whenever it comes to making the character. And actually, that arm looks disgusting. This is not even a dynamic pose. The thing is, whenever it comes to characters, the thing that really makes a piece is a dynamic pose. This is not a dynamic pose in the slightest. It looks flat and just meh. And that's what almost face-on poses tend to look like. I mean, I could spice it up and make her turn a little bit to one side or anything like that. And actually, because this is a gestural drawing, erase that. You know what? I'm going to turn her a little bit. Because you know what? I'm not stuck in one way. Not in the slightest. I can do what I want. This is a free country. Hashtag America. I don't know what I was going to say on that one. And see, I'm actually using gestural drawing and reconstructing this arm to make it look like she's turned. And then now I can go in and erase that. And see, all I'm just doing is following my gestural drawing to where I want, and if I want to change something, I change something. I'm not stuck on one thing. And also, I'm sorry whenever it comes to anybody who's doing traditional. This is something I can do that you can't do in traditional. Sorry. And also that forearm is like thick with 2 C's. Let's change that. Alright, there we go. And there we go, there we go. And let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh well. I could completely go and have fun with this, but we have, I think, one more. And actually, you know what? I'm going to change the last image. Because a lot of people are like, okay, that's cool. We're drawing humans. That's fun. That's cool. But what if I want to draw something else, like, say, a different cartoon character? This is very long for me to find a picture. I'm sorry that it's taking forever. Now, let's watch Sega copyright strike me. Woohoo! Let's draw ourselves Sonic the Hedgehog. Gestural drawing form. Alright. So, now how can we do gestural drawing with a cartoon character? The proportions are all over the place. We don't know what to do. Watch and learn, people. Watch and learn. Alright. So basically, what's going to happen here is that I'm going to break him down into his simple shapes. And after I break him down to his simple shapes, I'm just going to... I have nothing for what I was going to say there. Let's be honest here. Alright, so let's break him down to his basic shapes. Circle for the head. His line of body line of action. Golly, I can't talk today. Is right like that. We have a circle for his body. 2 for his leg. 2 for his leg. And then his shoes are freakishly huge. So there we go. And I am being as loosey-goosey as I can be, because I am not looking for perfection. If I was looking for perfection, I would stare in the mirror. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. Or am I? Alright, and now I'm just doing... Wow, it actually started getting more intense than I was supposed to when it becomes gestural drawing. My bad. So, there we go, there we go. And I'm not drawing all the fingers. I'm just drawing a quick, weird-looking square type, rectangle type. I don't even know what it's called. A rhombus? Rhombus? I graduated college, man. I don't even remember what these shapes are called. And basically, what I'm doing is just going boop, 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 boop. Think like, oh, I'm gonna draw like a child. And then you got gestural drawing. That's what it looks like. Ba-boom. Alright. And now, just for the spikes, just getting a rough estimate of where they are. Here's his ears. There we are. And that is a rough sketch of Sonic the Hedgehog. And now from there, from that gestural drawing, I just got to remember, oh yeah, he has a muzzle right there. From that, I can hit New Tab. And then let's minimize that. Come into here. And then go at it and just start doodling Sonic. And you know what? I'm not going to go exactly off of reference, because I like to put my own spin on things. There we are. And let's go. I really like doing this mouth. I don't know why. It's just fun. And Sonic just looks like he's done with it all. Because he really is. Alright, I'm trying to remember how. Because I did a Sonic study a long time ago. I'm just trying to remember everything I did for the Sonic study. Oh my gosh, this is not going the way that I was planning. Ugh. He looks like Ugh the caveman. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. This is obviously what happens whenever I have no plan on what I'm going to be doodling or sketching out. This is exactly what happens. But there we have the ears. That ear looks weird. I don't like it. So Control Z, my best friend. And see that I'm still being very loose with my movements. I'm not going in, like, I'm doing long, quick strokes. I'm not going in and doing small, fine strokes. I'm doing long and rather quick strokes. Because there's no reason to make this last longer than it should. What our focus is being an efficient artist. And also becoming a better artist as well. There we go. And yeah, I'm going to leave that one at that. So I'm going to go back to my, come on, there we go. I'm going back here and just letting you guys know that that is what the lesson was about today. It was gestural drawing. I hope that you guys learned something from it. But now I'm going to give you all a little bit of homework. I know you did not expect to get homework from a YouTube channel whenever your parents come over. It's like, what you doing? Working on homework? Wait, I thought it was summertime. It is. I'm doing YouTube homework. Yeah. So what I want you to do is to at least try to spend 10 minutes a day working on gestural drawings. Try to make as many as you can in 10 minutes. Get a ton of different reference pictures, or just get one and continuously do drawings of that one. And try to get at least 10 gestural drawings done in 10 minutes. Try. And so at least one gesture drawing per minute. Try to get that there. If you can, great. If you can't, no worries. Just keep on practicing, okay? And as I said before on my previous video, that I do have a link to the Discord down below. I do have a certain channel for everybody that comes in and watches this, so that you guys can ask me questions, you can post your drawings, you can do whatever you want on that, but please be nice to others. And remember, we're all learning here, okay? So whenever it comes to us all learning here, be awesome and help people. Whenever it comes to, if they have questions, if you know the answer or happen to understand what they're asking, and be like, yo, I can help you out with that. Be nice, and also please give constructive criticism and not deconstructive criticism where you just bash the person and be like, wow, that head looks like a baked potato. Maybe they're going for a baked potato head, who knows? So I will see you all in the next video. If you guys like this, and if you guys want me to continue to make more tutorials, please like, subscribe, and also comment below and say, yo, I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much. And also, if you guys have any ideas of what you guys want to learn, put it in the comments so I know, so I can make a video about it. Because that would be awesome. Be like, yo, Corey, I don't understand how to do landscapes. I don't either. So we'll learn together. That's awesome. Or, hey, Corey, I don't know how to do the basic human form. Please teach me how to do that. Then I can help. Or, Corey, how do you draw weapons? I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there now. So all you got to do is hit that bell icon as well. And guess what? It will tell you whenever I'm posting things again, so you don't miss out. And I shall see you all in the next video.